Third example is going to be dividing exponents for any non-zero of a value of b and integers for your exponents. If they're the same basis, you subtract. It kind of makes sense. It's the opposite of multiplying. So for example, if I have x to the fourth over x to the second, I'm going to expand both in my numerator and my denominator. Now we just write a whole bunch of x's being multiplied, but don't forget that each of these have a coefficient of 1. So 1x over 1x is just 1. 1x over 1x is also 1. So all I have left is x times x, which is equal to x squared over 1, or we just said x squared. And that's how you would divide exponents with the same base using the expanded form. But because we know that our values have the same base here, I'm just going to go 7b times b times b times b over same thing. There's a 1 here, so 7 divided by 1 is 7. These are gone, so all I have left is b to the fourth. But really what's happening here, when we cancel all those out, because they're the same basis, I get 7b to the 6 minus 4. Because they're the same basis, and you get, oops, sorry, I didn't finish my b's there. So it will be 2. So 6 minus 4 equals 7b to the second. Okay. And that's what you're dividing. If they are the same base, you would subtract. Here are 3 examples that I would like you to try with the division property of exponents. Go ahead and pause the video right here. Write these 3 examples down in your notebook. Go ahead and work them out. And then when you're ready, push play and then check your answer with mine. I will go ahead and continue on. I'll start with 6x to the 9th divided by 5x to the 4th. Okay. All right, here we go. So we have 6x to the 9th divided by 5x to the 4th. The first thing I'm going to do is take care of my coefficient. Okay. 6 divided by 5 is 1.2. Next, I have x to the 9th divided by x to the 4th. I know that they're both the same basis of x. Yes, you can write out x to the 9th at the top and then x to the 4th on the bottom, and then start canceling out. All you have left is x to the 5th over 1. But really, we don't have to write this 1. Our final solution would be just x to the 5th. B, I have 3x squared times 8x to the 4th. If I wanted to, I can expand this out like usual, but I'm just going to go ahead and take care of my coefficients. First, I have 3 times 8. That's 24. X to the 3rd times x to the 4th. Same basis. I'm just going to add them. X to the 7th. Divided by negative 4x to the 3rd. Take care of my coefficients. That's negative 6. Zoom in a little bit. And then x to the 7th up top, x to the 3rd on the bottom. All I have left is x to the 4th after I cancel everything out. And again, technically there's a 1 there, but I'm not going to write it. So my final solution is negative 6x to the 4th. Okay. Lastly, we have scientific notation. We'll get more into scientific notation in this section as well. But first thing I'm going to do, take care of my significant numbers there. 7.5 divided by 1.5 is 5. And then here I have x to the 8th times x to the 3rd. That becomes, 10 to the 8th divided by 10 to the 3rd. That would be 10 to the 5th because these are the same bases. So that's my final solution. Okay. So in review, I went over 3 things today. First, we went over multiplying exponents. Multiplying exponents, if they are the same basis, for example, x to the 3rd times x to the 2nd, you just add their integer exponents, x to the 5th. You can always expand it out, but that multiplication symbol right there tells you that you're going to be multiplying them together, therefore the same base, you just add them. Okay. If you have a consonant, You take care of your constants first, your coefficients, excuse me, 2 times 2 is 4, and then you follow with the exponents. Next we have the power property, which means if I have v to the third squared, that is the same thing as v to the third times v to the third, which is equal to v to the 6. However, if I wanted to, I can go v to the third times 2, because of this relationship becomes v to the 6. A common mistake is I have something like this, v to 2u to the second squared, is I might forget to do something with the 2, but really, when in doubt, write it out. You get 2 squared is 4. W squared squared would be w to the 4th. Because what's happening here is 2 squared times u squared squared. Okay, so you have to take care of your coefficients as well. And then lastly, we have the dividing property. Which means if I have b to the third, excuse me, b to the 4th divided by b to the 2nd, same basis, all I have to do is subtract my exponents, b squared. Okay, so that's all I have for today. Make sure you guys rewatch it if you have more questions. Write down your questions in your notebook, and then we'll go over it in class.